service of CNC Worldwide.
The Daily is a service of CNC News brought to you by the Greece Chamber of Commerce, providing more than 800 area companies with business solutions since 1984. I'm Bud Lowell, your full AccuWeather forecast right across the top of every CNC local news page. Papers filed with the U.S. Bankruptcy Court show the outgoing head of Kodak could take away up to $6 million after the company emerges from bankruptcy. Kodak announced earlier this week that Perez will stay on as CEO for up to a year after the reorganized company is out of bankruptcy, but may leave sooner depending on when the new directors name his replacement, and he will be on the books another 2 years as a consultant. Perez draws a base salary of $1.15 million a year. During that time, Perez will receive his base salary, and he'll also earn $1 million a year as a consultant. If he meets certain performance goals, he stands to make another $2 million in bonuses. Lawmakers from the mayor of Rochester to New York's governor have taken aim at Valeant Pharmaceuticals over its decision to move Bausch & Lomb's headquarters to New Jersey. A letter of collective outrage has been sent to Valeant CEO Michael Pearson, asking him to reconsider. It's signed by Governor Cuomo, U.S. Senators Charles Schumer and Kirsten Gillibrand, members of Congress Louise Slaughter and Dan Maffei, Monroe County Executive Maggie Brooks, and Mayor Tom Richards. All six say Valeant will come to regret the decision to move the B&L headquarters from Rochester, its home for 160 years, and from its highly dedicated, highly educated, and loyal workforce. All half-dozen officials also demand concrete assurances about the long-term future of manufacturing and research and development in Rochester. Valeant said it will maintain all current manufacturing in Rochester. Governor Cuomo said he wants details about long-term operation and growth. A fleeing suspect hit speeds up to 90 miles per hour as he led Rochester police on a chase through the city early Thursday morning. State police tried to stop the man's car at East Main Street for failing to signal a lane change. Instead, the 31-year-old driver took off at high speeds before jumping out of the moving car on Quincy Street. The vehicle ended up hitting a parked car. The suspect was arrested after a foot chase through the backyards along Garrison Avenue. The suspect, whose name still hasn't been released, was charged with reckless endangerment, criminal mischief, driving without a license, and 2 charges of drug possession after police found crack cocaine in the car. A Monroe County grand jury has indicted 2 women police said aided murder suspect Ralph Strong while he was on the run after the double shooting outside a Central Avenue nightclub in Rochester. The 2 are Ralph Strong's sister, Lawana Strong, and his girlfriend, Tiara Feliciano. Both were arrested on charges of hindering prosecution. Ralph Strong is charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, as well as attempted murder, assault of police, and other charges. Those are because of the gunfight that he started with police who tried to arrest him after stopping his car on June 27th. Officials in the town of Richmond point out that Sandy Bottom Beach on Honeoye Lake was open Wednesday despite warnings the day before about blue-green algae blooms. The town supervisor said Richmond monitors the water quality daily and works closely with the state health department. The beach has been closed several times when water quality was in question, but there was no indication of the blue-green algae on Wednesday. The town said the Department of Environmental Conservation, which lists Honeoye Lake among 29 currently having the algae blooms, may not have had the most up-to-date information. Highway crews are getting ready to change the lane restrictions on the Interstate 490 bridges in Gates and Chili. Since April, work has been underway, tearing out and replacing the concrete decks on both bridges. All traffic has been switched to the eastbound lanes while the westbound bridges were overhauled. Now that's done, the traffic pattern will shift so all traffic goes over the westbound side and the eastbound side gets its turn to be rebuilt. The changeover will be made Friday night. While that's happening, 490 will be a single lane each way between Buffalo Road and Paul Road. The entire project is due to be finished in November. Links to these and other stories can be found to the left of this player window, and at the bottom of the page, links you can use to post news and photos directly to us. So the next news podcast is as it happens, the updates are as necessary, and I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.